Hello everybody, Pradeep sir is back with class 10 mathematics, and the chapter which we were doing is arithmetic progression. In the previous session we have learned about the arithmetic progression, common difference, first term, and how to obtain the succeeding term by adding a fixed number to the first term or the preceding term. So here there are some patterns given. We have to check whether the given series is an AP or not. Like these two 5 by 2. These sums are from exercise 5.1 NCERT class 10 mathematics. So this is question number 1 for Roman 2. Question number 4 Roman 2. The series is like this: 2 5 upon 2, 3 7 upon 2, and so on. We have to check whether it is an AP or not. So as we know that this is the first term, the second term, third term, and fourth term, and it is continuing. So we have to find the difference. A2 minus A1. A2 means 5 upon 2 minus A1 is 2. So it is 5 minus 4 by 2 by LCM. So it is 1 upon 2. Similarly, A3 minus A2. So it is 3 minus 5 upon 2. That is 6 minus 5 upon 2. So it is 1 upon 2. A4 minus A3. 7 minus 3. 7 upon 2 minus 3. So it is 7 minus 6 by 2. That is 1 upon 2. So in all the cases, we are getting that the difference between the successive terms are same. That is 1 by 2. Therefore, we will say A2 minus A1 equals to A3 minus A2 equals to A4 minus A3. So the given series is an AP. Okay. Next question. The next series given is, that is question number Roman 5. It is given 3 plus root 2, 3 plus 2 root 2, 3 plus 3 root 2, and so on. So let us find out these differences. A2 minus A1, 3 plus root 2 minus 3. So here 3 will be cancelled, it will be root 2. Now A3 minus A2, 3 plus 2 root 2 minus 3 plus root 2. That is 3 plus 2 root 2 minus 3 minus root 2. So this 3 will be cancelled. 2 root 2 minus root 2, that is root 2 only. A4 minus A3. So 3 plus 3 root 2 minus 3 plus 2 root 2. So it is 3 plus 3 root 2 minus 3 minus 2 root 2. Now here also this 3 will be cancelled. So 3 root 2 minus 2 root over 2. So there also will get the same result, root 2. Therefore we can see all the differences are same. The difference between any two successive number is same. Therefore we can say that A2 minus A1 equals to A3 minus A2 equals to A4 minus A3. So the given series is an AP. Okay, just go through it. These sums are also very easy. Now one more important sum. This is Roman 6. Question number 4, Roman 6. It is 0.2, 0.22, 0.222, 0.2222, and so on. Let us check whether it is an AP or not. So the difference between the first and second term, that is 0.22 minus 0.2. So how much you will get? 0.22 minus 0.2, this is 0, so 2, it is 0, it is 0.02. Okay. Now A3 minus A2, A3 is 0.222, A2 is 0.22. So here 0.222 and 0.22, the last will be 0, as we all know. So it is 2, 0, 0, so it is 0.002. Now see these differences between the first and second and the third and the second. So they are not same. Okay, it is 0.02, it is 0.002. They are different number. That is, we can say that A2 minus A1 is not equals to A3 minus A2. So the given series is not an AP, because a fixed number is not added to the first number to get second number, and second number to get the third number. Understood? Here, since after these first two steps, that is A2 minus A1 and A3 minus A2, we are not getting the same result, so no need of doing this A4 minus A3. The decision is made here only by these two cases. Understood? Therefore, we will say that A2 minus A1 is not equals to A3 minus A2, so the given series is not an AP. Understood? Okay. One more important sum, that is, this is Roman 13, Roman 12. Let me do Roman 12 first, then I will do Roman 13. Both are important. Roman 12, the question is root 2, root 8, root 18, root 32, and so on. So before going for subtraction, let us write down this pattern in simplified form. So root 2 will be written as root 2 only. Now what is root 8? Root over 8 can be written as root over 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2. So here a 2 will come out from the root, so the answer will be 2 root over 2. So root 8 can be written as 2 root over 2. Similarly, root 18 can be written as root over 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3, so it is 3 root over 2. So it is 3 root over 2, and root 32 is 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. So there are two set of 2 will come out, that is 4 root 2. So it is written as 4 root 2. Now let us find out the differences. A2 minus A1, that is 2 root 2 minus root 2, that is root 2. A3 minus A2, A3 minus A2, so 3 root 2 minus 2 root 2, that is root 2 also. A4 minus A3, this is 4 root 2 minus 3 root 2, this is also root 2. Therefore, what we have obtained, that A2 minus A1 is equals to A3 minus A2 equals to A4 minus A3. So the given series is an AP. Understood? Okay. So whenever you are going to subtract, that is A2 minus, you are going to find A2 minus A1, A3 minus A2, A4 minus A3. First, write it in the simplified form if it is not given. Apparently, it looks as if they are not in AP, because root 2, root 8, many will think that root 2 plus 6 is root 8, and then root 8 plus 10 is root 18. So fixed number is not added, but it is not correct. The number under root cannot be added like that. We have to simplify it. Okay. So the next sum. that is Roman 13. Root 3, root 6, root 9, root 12 and so on. Now apparently it looks like a fixed number is added to each term to get the next term. See, it is 3, 6, 9, 12. Many will think that 3 has been added to get the to in each case. 3 has been added to 3 to get 6, again 3 to get 9, again 3 to get 12. But I have told you earlier, addition under root or subtraction under root cannot be done like this. We cannot do that because number under root has different way of adding and subtracting. So let us check it whether they are forming an AP or not. A2 minus A1, that is root 6 minus root 3. If we take root 3 common, so it will be root 2 minus 1, A3 minus A2, root 9 minus root 6. Again we can take root 3 common. So if root 3 is taken common, then again root 3 here, and from here root 3 is common, so it will be root 2. Now check these differences, these two differences. Though the first part is matching, but the second part is not matching. Root 2 minus 1 is not equals to root 3 minus root 2. Okay, therefore we can write, we don't have to go for doing A4 minus A3, because already we have got that they are not equal. So stop this subtraction and write down the answer like this: A2 minus A1 is not equals to A3 minus A2. So the given series is not an AP. Series is not an AP. Understood? So in this way a pattern will be given to you and you have to determine whether the pattern is in AP or not simply by following these steps. Okay, fine. Now let us again go back to the general form of an AP. It is A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D and so on, where A is the first term and D is added to the first term to get the second term. Again D is added to the second term to get the third term and so on. So how we are writing A plus D? So it can be written in this form: A plus 2 minus 1D. We are getting the second term by adding A to D, by adding D to A. So this one we can write in this form: A2 is equals to A plus 2 minus 1. Now how we are getting the third term? The third term is A plus 2D. So here what we are doing, we can write in this form. The third term can, here it is 2. How is 2 obtained? 3 minus 1. Okay. Similarly the fourth term, A plus 3D. The fourth term is A plus 3D. So it can be written as A plus 4 minus 1D. Here it is 4. So it is 4 minus 1. Here it is 3. So it is 3 minus 1. So here it is 2. So it is 2 minus 1. So in this way, if I want to find the fifth term, then it will be A plus 4D. And how it will be obtained? A plus, since here it is 5, so it will be 5 minus 1D. That is A plus 4D. Okay, 4 minus 1, 3D. Similarly for the sixth term, it is A plus 5D. Whatever written here, whatever the number written here, here is 1 less. That is 5 is 1 less than 6, and that is what it is done here. 6 minus 1D. 6 minus 1, that gives 5. So it is 5D. Understood? Now if I want to find the 10th term, in this way it will be a plus 9d, and how it will be obtained? It will be a plus 10 minus 1d. 10 minus 1d will be 9d. Similarly, if I want to find the 100th term, whatever I have written here, there is one less. Whatever I have written here, it is one less. Whatever I have written here, there is one less. So it is 100, therefore it will be 90. Okay, so it is written as a plus 100 minus 1d. Are you getting the pattern how we are obtaining? Okay. Now how we can find the nth term? It is 100th term, it is 10th term. How we will get 50th term? 50th term will be a plus 50 minus 1d, that is a plus 49d. So suppose we have to find the nth term. How we will get the nth term? Very easy, the same pattern to be followed. A plus whatever I have written here, there is one less, 100 minus 1. Whatever I have written here 6, so it is 5, one less, and how it is obtained? 6 minus 1. So here it is n, so it will be n minus 1 d. Understood? Similarly, if I want to find the mth term, am, so it will be a plus m minus 1d. Or if I want to find the rth term, ar, so it will be a plus r minus 1d. Okay, in this way we can find the general term. This is the general formula for general term of an AP. We can use any one of it. Generally we use this one. An is equals to a plus n minus 1d. This is the general term of an AP. Actually, why this formula is used? Suppose I have to find the 7777th term. So is it possible to write all the terms from the first term, second term, third term? The AP is given. Suppose the AP is given as 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That is, all the numbers are obtained by adding 2 to the previous number. In this way we are adding 2 to get the next number, again 2 to the next number. So the AP is written as 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. But I want the 7777th term. So is it possible for me to write all those numbers? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20 up to the 7777th term? No, it is not possible. It is absurd way. So many terms, the whole day will be spent in writing the series. That is why the formula has been developed to find that term. If I want to find any particular term, the question will be given, find the 25th term. So n is 25. So put 25 here and then put all the values, you will get the answer. Understood? So let me give you one example. The AP is, it is given that 7, 13, 19, 25. It is an AP. Find the 18th term. So here the first term A is 7. We got A. We don't know D. It is not given here, but we have to find it. We can easily find it. How to find D? A2 minus A1. So 13 minus 7, that is 6. And find the 18th term. What is 18 here? 18 is n. N is 18. Okay. Now let us use this formula to find the 18th term. So an equals to a plus n minus 1d, or a18 equals to a means 7, n means 18, 18 minus 1, and d means 6. So it is 7 plus 17 into 6. So 17 into 6 is 102. So 7 plus 102, that is 109 is the answer. So therefore the 18th term is 109. So hope you have understood how to find it. The AP will be given. From there we will find A, D, and the question will be given. So from there we will get N, and then use this formula to find the particular term. Okay. So in this way we can calculate any term of an AP if the first term and common difference is given. Okay. So this is all for today. In the next class we'll learn, we'll solve few more problems from this chapter, from this exercise. Till then, have a nice day. Goodbye.